Hey, morning, everybody. Welcome to SheppardDevos. It's Sean, and good to be with you again on this Friday. We've got sun coming up in behind in the beautiful state of Texas, and looking forward to sharing some stuff with you today. So bless you as we get started. Hey, this morning the song was by Kathryn Scott, who she did a lot of work with Vineyard, and particularly Vineyard UK. It was awesome, and the name of the song is called "Child of God." And well done. And this has been around for quite a while. Again, Vineyard just got some quality stuff and things that I really enjoyed. So make sure and check them out. Anyway, so here's the thing. This morning, as I listened to this song, I was sort of struck with a couple things, and we're going to take a look at some scriptures today that sort of are going to give us again a real foundation of truth about these ideas and concepts. But I've been from time to time we run into situations, or we have friends that are in situations. We run into places where it seems like maybe it feels like the wheels have come off. You know what I'm saying? That things aren't. Things may not be going right, and we run into a hassle, whatever it may be, and you sort of find yourself in this place of just feeling sort of weary and tired of the situation. And you're like, dang, I just wish this was over, whatever it may be. Have you ever sort of sensed that feeling of desperation? It's like, I'm done. I'm done. And you find so often that these situations and things that come up cause you to want to find something that you can lean on, that doesn't shake, that doesn't move around. And so this morning, as I was going through listening to this song, this what she says, I guess it's in the chorus, but she says, "Father, you're all I need, my sole sufficiency, my strength when I am weak, the love that carries me," I believe it says. "Your arms enfold me till I am only a child of God." And I began thinking about this, that sometimes it's our situations and things that shake us a little bit that cause us to lean back on the Father again. It's interesting that in his book, In the Purpose Driven Life, the pastor from Saddleback, what's his name, Rick Warren, right? Had made this comment that one of the reasons that life isn't perfect here on earth is because God did it intentionally so that we would always be seeking something better. And we know that that something better can only be found in Christ. You may have heard it before too, that someone once said that there's a God-shaped hole in each person's heart. And because it's a God-shaped hole, only God can fill it. So there's this thing of knowing, even when situations come up in our life, sometimes those very situations, while they may not feel like it, might be the grace of God allowing the situation to pull us and drive us back to Him. And before we get into the scriptures, I want to share with you one thought that I had, and I actually wrote it down this morning. But this is it, that only when you have nothing left do you find what it is that you had all along. Only when you have nothing left do you find what it is that you had all along. Because the truth is, our relationships can fall off. The truth is that whatever you're hoping for can fall through, whether that's a job opportunity or winning the lottery, who knows what it may be. But the truth is that all of these things are destined to fail. And at some point, we end up getting to this place of desperation and weariness and saying, enough. And as you look around you, who is it? What is it that we see never changed? But sometimes God Himself gets buried in this clutter of the junk drawer of our life. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at some scriptures this morning. I'm in Hebrews chapter 13. The writer of Hebrews is giving some miscellaneous directions towards the end of this chapter, but we're looking at it in Hebrews 13, chapter 5, and he says, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5, and he says, "Let your conduct be without covetousness. Be content with such things as you have, for He Himself has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, I will not fear. What can man do to me?" So his thing is, he's talking about this issue of letting our conduct be without covetousness. And, without getting too deeply into it, at first we start thinking of things and material stuff and coveting, wanting what your neighbor has. But I think this is more about an issue of contentment. And when he comes back and says that he himself has said that I will never leave you nor forsake you, it's bringing us back to this same thing I'm talking about now, and that is that there are those times where our contentment will have to be found in the fact that our contentment needs to be him. I mean, what if life and what if God allows everything else to be stripped away and he's the last thing that you have? I mean, good Lord, help us to not think that that is like getting second place. It's tough getting there and tough being in that spot. We hope we don't have to have the life of Job or some other thing where destructively everything has had to have been stripped away from us before we were able to see that it was God at the core. It was God all the time. It was God as the only one that had not forsaken and that wouldn't forsaken. And then I would say that we can go through and refresh our hearts and minds this morning and come back to this truth without having to suffer as much through things that are going on the outside, to say, God, you are all that I need. You're my sole sufficiency, my strength when I am weak, the love that carries me. Your arms enfold me until I am only a child of God. Isn't that funny to say only a child of God? And that's not how she means it, as if it's something insignificant. Oh, I'm just a child of God. But the fact that being a child of God in and of itself is greater and more powerful and more amazing and worth more and brings more peace than every other situation in your life or my life being solved. Every new job, every piece of drama that's been dealt with does not compare with being only a child of God. So that's the encouragement of the day today. You know what? Set your heart fully on him and know that you are a child of God. Allow him to enfold you. If you're in the middle of difficulty and pain today, then you know what? Come back to the place and say, God, if I had nothing else, Lord, you are more than enough for me. And yeah, just meditate on that. And I'll leave you with that saying one more time again. Only when you have nothing left do you find what it is that you had all along. And that is Christ. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. He loves you. Hey, bless you all. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up to you later.